for stopping by.
You really do have friends in high places.
Still losing, aren't I?
Not as bad as before putting Lois Lane behind bars.
Really?
Hi guys. Yeah, this is Green Ranger again. How you doing? Yeah, what's going on? Happy New Year's to Michael Jr. What's going on, brother? I thank you for being such a good guy and helping me when I needed it. You know, you're always there when I need you, buddy. You know, you just make me be the better person I am, man. The more I talk to you, bro. And it's all good. It's all good. You see? Because what Michael, people think that people think that that you said things. People don't know you like I know you, man. I know you don't say things like that. And I wish you a very happy New Year, bro. Yeah, I do. And special shout out to uh Jules. How you doing? Special shout out. I gotta give Jules her special shout out because you know she's cool. She's a nice girl. You know, love her to death. That's my Jules. You know, she's a pretty good character. You know, she doesn't bother anyone. You know, she's not the type of person to terrorize anybody. She's really not the type of person to terrorize anybody. You know, she's a good guy. She's a good girl, and whether she knows it or not, you know, she's a very good singer. Good singer. You know, she does pretty good. Hell, she sung on my broadcast one time, so I know she's a good singer. You know, she's a pretty good person. You know, and hey, I'll I'll just say like this: when it comes down to it, I would have her back on my broadcast anytime.
Okay. I don't know about you, but last night was hell for me.
I mean, I would have her on my broadcast anytime.
You wouldn't tell me. Because you know that I would never put up with anything I would.
I completely know that. So let's just figure this mess out and get me cleared so I can be home. So I was standing right here, and Fikes was a little closer, right there. And he tossed me the gun.
Which you thought wasn't loaded.
I saw him take the clip out. There must have been a bullet in the chamber.
Oh, okay, all right. So you pointed the gun at him, and it just went off.
So back to the thing at hand. You know, she's a good person, and
I was thinking, get the story. That's what I was thinking. I wasn't even paying attention to where to go. What are you doing?
The police never recovered the bullet shell. Since the bullet fired by itself, maybe the answer is the shell.
own it.
Here.
Ladies and gentlemen, my co-host, Mr. Colin Risenhour. Go ahead, man.
Is you said Risenhour, Randy is Rising
Rising,
now.
no, Risenhour. That's what I said.
Yeah, my name is
Rising.
Rising now. You said Risenhour.
Yeah, well,
There's no H.
my mic is kind of chalky. Forgive me,
Oh.
everyone. This Rising Hour, not
Yeah, my name is Rising.
not
Yeah, my last
Howard.
name is Rising.
I'm sorry about that. Sorry about that, people.
It's okay.
But
Error. Is it a little error?
yeah, my co-host, best friend, best man, Mr. Colin. Yeah,
Yeah.
the guy who played Jason Todd in the Red Hood Rises movie. Yeah, Check it out. But what's going on, Colin?
See you
How are you?
constantly.
How's your mom?
Channel being wrongfully terminated months
Oh
ago.
yeah, yeah. He was wrongly terminated by YouTube. Yes, he was.
Yeah, because of really toxic people
Yeah,
who
they're trying to
chose to
get
get my
me.
channel terminated
Yeah,
on purpose.
yeah.
And for several months now, I've been in the process of trying to get my YouTube channel reinstated.
Yeah, I've been targeted too. You know.
It's been
You know.
going to take a long time, people.
Yeah, they're gonna get me sooner or later. I'm not worried because you know what?
Yep.
I didn't do anything. So, in the words of a famous cartoon character, come get me if you can.
Yeah. So as you can see, everybody, I'm on the transit right now, heading home from
Yeah,
work.
he's headed home to his nice family and you know, cool
Yeah.
mom. Yeah, mom rocks. Yeah, you know it. Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm kind of concerned. I'm kind of concerned, you know, about your mom because you know you told me she's sick and everything. You know.
Yeah. She's doing better.
Yeah. When you see her, you just
She's
tell
actually
her.
doing better.
Yeah, you tell her when you see her that I'm concerned about her. You know. That's it. Hi. Okay.
All right.
I would
I'll do that.
appreciate it.
Of course.
You
Do
know.
that.
Yeah, I'm kind of cool like
Yeah.
that. Dude,
Hey,
guess
Randy.
what? Yeah.
Or in the other words, Frosty the pervert.
Oh God, please don't. Don't do it. Don't do it. They played that on the radio last night. Stop. Somebody played that on the radio last night,
What? They
Colin.
actually played that Frosty the
Yes.
pervert.
I was listening to the radio and somebody played it. Talk about Rudolph the deep throat reindeer. Oh God. They were they, they were they were playing those.
He's a
They were
homo, a
playing those.
faggot, and girls don't affect it. He
Dude,
up gerbils and kissed up his rectum.
dude. All I could do is think about that dag. I was like, come on now. But what I'm saying is, hey, um, when it comes down to it, man, if you want to see some good content, help my man Colin get his channel back, so we can see some try not to laugh compilations and all that good time stuff. So
Yep.
we can have fun smooching in the bushes, Colin. Oh God! Remember when Chase had? Oh gosh! Remember when Chase had that? Remember when Chase Oh, remember on you there when Chase said, "Colin, would you like to go to the
Yep.
movies with me?" Remember when he said, "Would you
Yep.
like to go to the movies with me, Colin?" He was like, "Colin, you were like, no, I ain't like that, Chase. What's wrong with you?" Dude,
Yeah.
I couldn't stop laughing. Forgive me. It was just funny. Dude, but you know who asked about you? Rudy.
Yeah.
Rudy asked about you. Our fan Rudy, you know, our buddy. He was like, he was like, he was like, hey man, where's Colin? I was like, well, Colin ain't on here anymore, but I just came by to see you
Hey,
guys.
Randy, you want to know what Christmas song I heard for the first time yesterday? While
What?
celebrating Christmas with my mom's family.
What? Silver balls? Silver balls?
No, a
Somebody was.
Christmas song by I forget her name. I forget her name. It was this little girl singer who was really famous during the 30s.
You're kidding me, right?
Here's her name. Let me see.
You're kidding me, right? Dude, check this out. Um, this guy named what is it? It's this guy. I don't know who he is. Well, he says that certain people are not good singers, but I said she's a great singer. She sings pretty well.
Oh, now I
You
remember.
know,
Oh, now
she
I remember
sings.
her name. Shirley Temple.
Yeah,
There's a Christmas song by her about not getting any
Terry.
toys for Christmas.
Yeah, Terry sings pretty good. You know, and I was like this. I told her. I said, "Hey, man." I said, "Hey, man. Instead of doing the singing on your broadcast, why don't you just hit me up and we can do a broadcast together one day? You know, like hit me up. You know, we can do a broadcast
Yep.
together and you can sing. You know, I can guest you and you can sing and you know all that.
Yep.
You know." And she said, "Fine." You know, 'cause
Yep.
you know, I don't think it's fair that people pick on her. You know, she's not. She doesn't bother anybody. She's not bothering anybody today.
No.
You know, no, she's not bothering anybody now. She doesn't have anything to do with people nowadays. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not fair that people pick on her, and that's what they do.
Yeah.
You know, and it's yeah, it's not cool. It's not fair that people pick on her. You know, it's truly not fair that people pick on her, and people make it their business to pick on her, and they go
Yep.
all out their way to do so.
Yeah.
And I like to say that to these people who pick on her, you guys aren't right. The girl, the girl that you're picking on, she doesn't bother anybody. She's a
Yeah.
sweet, she's a sweet girl, and you guys need to leave her alone. Seriously. I mean, she's trying to work and earn a living and stuff like that. And for
Yeah.
people to harass her is just plain out wrong.
Yeah.
Yes. Right, Colin? Right. She's trying to do something positive with her life. Let her do the things has to do with her life. Leave her alone. You
Yep.
know? You know what I mean, right, Colin?
Yep.
Yeah, let her
Yep.
yeah. You see? People are just crazy that way. I'm not going to say the word stupid. I mean crazy because they're picking on a girl that's not even doing anything to them. I mean, she doesn't even bother with them, Colin.
Yeah.
I mean, I watch her broadcast. She doesn't bother with anybody,
Yeah.
and they're just picking on her.
Yeah. Except she does have issues though.
Yeah, she has her issues, but who doesn't
Remember,
have issues?
she did help get my channel terminated.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
yeah, but she does have issues.
I do
But
feel sorry for her then.
yeah, I do too. I mean, that's just wrong. To
And
It's
even
just
though she's
wrong.
nothing but trouble for me,
Yeah, she's
I
not.
still care about her somewhat.
Yeah, we care about you, man. We care about you, and we don't think it's fair that people pick on you, kiddo. We really don't. And to be honest with you, you know, we may have taken a couple hits, but you know, still doesn't mean that people are allowed to pick on you because that's not right. It would not be fair.
Yeah,
People shouldn't
yeah,
pick on you, and they do. I mean, I think that people should not pick on other people, but they do it anyway.
yeah.
That's just the way it
Remember when
is.
we were talking? Hey, Randy, remember when we were talking about Marvel Studios and DC films?
Yeah, they really have gone downhill.
Yeah, well, actor Zachary Levi, who played the main character in Shazam, recently revealed that in his opinion, the reason why DC films failed in comparison with Marvel Studios is because of Zack Snyder's failed cinematic universe. But he did acknowledge, though, that he did acknowledge all the fans all the people who are fans of the Snyderverse.
Yeah.
Son of Jor-El.
Superman is fine. I think we know who the witness is, Bailiff.
Very well. Raise your right hand, please. Do you solemnly swear to
I think we can skip this part, too. Mr. Clemens, your witness.
Thank you, Your Honor.
But what I'm saying is, Colin,
Superman.
they've screwed up. They screwed up so much of the movies, by just messing up with the script.
Yeah, I
and
mean
stuff.
they keep making poor decisions with their movies, and also I remember when Warner Bros. started letting a computer make all their decisions for them when it comes to
when it comes
movies.
to actors and stuff like that.
Yeah. I first heard this like a year or two ago. I'm like, what are they thinking? I mean,
but what I'm saying is,
letting a computer to make your decisions for you isn't going to help you at all.
But what I'm saying is, a computer can't make a moral judgment.
Nothing's going to work.
But I'm saying a computer can't make a moral judgment. A computer doesn't have.
Now Warner Bros. Has brought in director James Gunn, and are having him be the new head of DC Film.
As to where this is going, if anywhere.
Your Honor.
The great director and
people.
What I'm saying.
Carries great weight, but I suspect
But he.
seemingly flawless exterior
The
lives.
problem is though that DC Film is trying to make him their Kevin Feige,
That can cloud.
thinking that they can copy
testimony.
what Kevin Feige has done with the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
But what I'm saying, bro, is a computer can't make a moral judgment. That's what I'm saying. And I've been saying that since before Zack Snyder left the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
What?
I've been saying that a computer can't make a moral judgment like a human can.
Yep.
And for them to use a computer to make all their decisions is just plain out stupid. Which actors are suitable for this role? No, you can't do that.
And also Marvel. And now they're talking about bringing in. Now they're saying that they're going to bring in Henry Cavill as a consultant and have him help out with the portrayal of Superman when they cast their new Superman actor.
No, I don't think he should. You know why? Because that would be like a slap in the face.
Yeah, also he's already moved on to a new.
I'm giving you this job
working on a new cinematic universe that he's working on. It's supposed to be based on a board game. Yeah.
She's married to your close friend Clark Kent, isn't she? So would you say you're as close to her as you want to get? That would be fair.
It's like this makes you wonder what they have planned for Batman and Superman now.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, are they gonna use the computer to decide their scripts for them? Are they gonna let actual people who know something about the superheroes write those scripts?
Yeah, I mean, it's like
I mean, hell, I grew up with Superman. I grew up watching the first 4 incarnations of Superman.
Yeah, and like the
I could write
Superman.
I could write a Superman script that's so accurate it wouldn't be funny.
Yeah. Yeah, I could write a super comic book accurate script too as well. Because I grew up with Superman as well.
I mean, I grew up watching the first Superman. I mean, we're talking about the very first Superman, like Alan Wood Superman.
Yeah.
I grew up watching him, all the way from him to George Reeves, from George Reeves to Christopher Reeve.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Come on. I mean, basically, I grew up through the history of Superman, from the origins of Superman, Superboy, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, and also, and there's another thing that Warner Bros. Has remembered. For Superman to work in a live action superhero in a live action movie on the big screen, you have to be able to adapt to. You have to be able to adapt to modern times.
Yes,
which is exactly what Henry Cavill Superman did.
You gotta be able to adapt.
Yeah. Dude, I pulled the thing.
You know what I mean? Like to literally.
Yeah, it's like so many people forget that.
I mean, we grew up.
Yeah, it's like the people at Warner Bros. Don't.
They don't know squat
about. Want. Like and they forget that, and also some of the fans.
Yeah, they forget that we grew up with these characters. We know.
Do not like the Snyderverse. Pretty much have forgotten that many of them have actually wanted a dark cinematic universe, a dark realistic cinematic universe to start to begin with.
But why?
I mean, remember, Christopher Nolan was the executive producer of Man of Steel.
Yeah.
Because when DC films started out with Man of Steel, they decided that they're going to base the tone of their cinematic universe around what Christopher Nolan did with his Batman movies, which was a more dark and gritty, realistic tone.
Yeah, but it was dark, realistic, but it wasn't like the dark. It wasn't like the realistic, platform that the novel had. You know, Batman used to be a dark character. Yes, I give you that, but he wasn't as dark as Zack Snyder wanted him to be.
Zack Snyder, of course, based Ben Affleck's version of Batman and Bruce Wayne on Frank Miller's A Dark Knight Returns.
Yeah, but even
the look of his bat suit looks just like. I mean, if you look at Ben Affleck's bat suit, you'll notice that it pretty much looks exactly like the bat suit from the Dark Knight Returns.
Yeah.
And you have to admit, Ben Affleck is fantastic as Bruce Wayne and Batman. I mean, like you tell, like his Bruce Wayne, and the thing about it one of the things that makes his portrayal stand out from other Batman portrayals is the fact that his Bruce Wayne doesn't feel comfortable when his Bruce Wayne feels more comfortable when he's Batman.
Yeah.
And not when he's Bruce Wayne.
I know. Batman is the real him, but Bruce Wayne is just a mask that he wears.
Yeah, you see You see it all. You see that all throughout Batman vs Superman, Dawn of Justice. Like you can tell, like he just feels way more comfortable when he's Batman, being people to a pulp. You know, being
Yeah.
villains to criminals to a pulp.
But what I'm saying,
Remember when he was branding bad guys in
yeah.
Batman vs Superman?
Mm-hmm. He just literally beat the Pope, beat that guy to the pulp.
Yeah, Kit and his Batman is also very believable,
Yeah.
and you can easily, and his Batman is easily.
I mean,
His Bruce Wayne is very seems so very bitter and like he's seen a
yeah.
lot of messed up stuff
I know.
throughout the years while being Batman,
I know. I mean, this
and that
character's seen a lot of stuff.
including and that the death of Jason Todd really messed
Really
with
messed with
it.
him.
Because
I know.
remember that scene in Batman vs Superman where he's just staring at the tattered old Robin suit that belonged to Jason Todd.
Yeah.
I just wish that they would have did more stuff with that Robin suit,
Yeah.
because that reference didn't end up not really going anywhere.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is
Even though
they could have did more with Jason Todd's Robin than they could have done.
they could have brought him, they could have introduced him like the Red Hood, him as the Red Hood.
I don't know. I mean, that is just crazy.
I mean, they hinted at it. They hinted that they were going to do something with the character.
I don't know.
By referencing his Robin suit in Batman vs Superman.
I know,
Justice, but in that they actually had plans to that they actually were planning on doing stuff with the character, but it never went anywhere.
Yeah, they never did.
Yeah.
Yeah. All I'm saying is they could have done a lot more. They could have done right by him, but they didn't. So they couldn't. They couldn't.
No, when I was waiting for the bus, it was pretty late, but it didn't stop. Nope.
All right.
Yep.
Noise.
There was
The sidewalk is it clean? I clean the sidewalk.
a little bit, but not a lot. Mostly snow.
The roads are pretty good.
No, they're not bad. There's still a lot. There's still a good amount of snow there. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Yeah, it's like Warner Brothers. It's like Warner Brothers has turned into like a big joke when it comes to comic book movies now.
I know. It's like they don't. It's like they don't care what they write. It's like they don't care what they're doing.
Yeah, it's like me. Like, if I was the head, if they made me the new head of DC Films, right? I would do a lot of stuff to fix their errors. Like, I would bring in Zack back. I'd bring Zack Snyder. I'd get Zack Snyder come back.
Then what else would you do? I mean, it's just like, say for instance, well,
He actually knew what he was doing when it came to translate the characters to live action. Look what he did with Superman.
I mean, he brought in a fantastic actor named Henry Cavill to play Superman, and
yeah, they
it
took,
worked.
Yeah, it did work. I give
And he
you
had a
that.
whole plan laid out for the character. Like he was gonna start out having the character, they were gonna start out with his origin in Man of Steel, then have his death in Batman vs Superman, Dawn of Justice, in his resurrection in Justice League,
That
and
would have
then
been cool.
his downfall in Justice League Part 2, you know, and, you know,
That would have
which is
been
why they
cool.
showed him, which is why they showed why they showed him as like a villain type in the nightmare scenes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like they were going for like a whole like Injustice Gods Among Us thing.
Yeah, that would have been preferable. But
And
what I'm
they
saying is that would have been preferable to the
and they
thing of
and they he had a whole plan laid out for Justice League. But he was gonna
yeah,
have the Justice League be a 3-part movie, like separated into as 3-part movies. Part 1, which would
yeah, but what I'm saying is they could have did a lot more. They could have did a lot more, and it seemed
meet
like
and stop Darkseid.
it just seems like they didn't want to do anymore
No, because
with
like
the
they
character.
because they no it was mostly Geoff John's fault and Joss Whedon. Geoff Johns, when he was the head of DC Films, he wanted to control everything. He wanted to have control over every single movie that they were making. And he did not like the darker tones that Zack Snyder was giving the DC Cinematic Universe. And he wanted the DC Cinematic Universe to be a lot more lighthearted, like the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And he wanted the outdated Christopher Reeve's portrayal of Superman, not the realistic portrayal that Henry Cavill gives as a character. And
What I'm
also
saying is,
then there was the whole like movie critics giving Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice tons and tons of
hey,
bad reviews and to the point where they got scared while making the first Suicide Squad movie. Yeah, because of all the pre-movie critics giving Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice so many bad reviews, they got scared and decided to cut a bunch of stuff, including many of the Joker scenes from the movie and reshooting some scenes.
yeah, I know.
And then of course when they first brought in James Gunn, to direct.
Wow,
Like
you look good on my.
James Gunn pretty much became part of
Wow,
the
you look good on
DC
TV, Colin.
Cinematic Universe when he directed
But
the second Suicide Squad movie.
yeah, what I'm saying is, dude. Yeah, what I'm saying is, dude. It's like, how can they do that? How can they like screw up a whole movie and then just literally expect people to want to see it?
Yeah, like if you watch the second Suicide Squad movie which was directed by James Gunn, you'll notice that a very big change in tone. Like, even though it has many of the same actors returning from the first Suicide Squad movie, including the guy who played Rick Flag in the first Suicide Squad movie return, like
Yeah.
they you still see like a big shift in tone. Like with the characters, like of course they brought Margaret Robbie back as Harley Quinn, but they messed up with the second Suicide Squad movie because by having it be both a sort of sequel to the first Suicide Squad movie and also a soft reboot.
Yeah, I know. And
Because of them making that stupid decision, it ignores the event. It ignores many of the events of the first movie, and also like the only thing that I'm happy about that the only thing that made that I liked about the second Suicide Squad movie is how accurate their costumes look.
I
Like
know.
they gave Rick Flag an actual comic book accurate look in the second movie,
I know.
and there was also the Polka Dot King. There was the Thinker, played by the guy played by one of the actors who played the Doctor in Doctor Who.
I know.
And but the guy who played the Polka Dot King. He played many characters in DC Comics movies and in Marvel movies. Like, yeah, he played a villain in the Flash TV series on CW. He also played a minor villain in the Dark Knight Rises movie. In the Dark Knight movie. The one that had the Joker in it.
Yeah,
played
I
by
know.
Heath Ledger. And he also played a villain in Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yeah, so it's all good.
So he's been like a mate. So he's like a weird when it comes to him. It's weird. It's like he gets cast as both Marvel characters and DC Comics characters a lot.
I know. But then it's like well, they want the Snyderverse to be this big thing of yeah, we want, you know.
Yeah, I'll be right back, Ryan. I'm gonna feed my dog real quick.
Yeah, they want the but yeah, but what I'm saying is, hey boys, hey guys, yeah, we're doing this broadcast for the special New Year. We really look forward to actually we're looking forward to actually just but actually yeah, we're really looking forward to starting this new year off great, guys. So let's just not, be doing bad things to each other, and let's just be kind to one another because that's the way people should be, you know? That's the way people should be, you know? But hey, So what I'm saying is, let's start off the new year right. With us being friends, and with us just, just being good friends. You know. But hey, that's the way it is, and you know. But the way I see it, folks, we gotta do what we gotta do. We gotta just what we gotta do is we gotta strive to be good people. Just do. You know, but it's all good. You know, it's all good. But all I'm saying is it's all good. But you know, all I'm saying is, folks, got to do what we gotta do. And yeah, and basically, folks, we have to just generally not give in to the stupidity that is other folks. You know? Yeah.
I'm back, Ray.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Greg, if I was the new head of DC Films,
Yeah.
one of the first things I would do would go right back to the comic books themselves.
Yeah. Go to the source information. Go to the source material
I mean,
itself, and that's how you write a movie.
basically what Zack Snyder did. Like
Yeah.
he drew many. Like he took like. Do you know that in Man of Steel, he based many shots in the first Man of Steel movie on
Yeah.
stuff from the Kingdom Come graphic novel.
Yeah. But
Like
yeah, he
even
went to the
shots of Superman hovering really high up in the air
yeah he went
and
to the
looking
source.
down at people.
He went to the source material.
Yeah, and it's like so like another thing I would do is I would like I would watch a lot of the animated DC movies, to see what just to see what makes them great, and see if I could use anything from them to to for like the for the DC cinematic universe. Like, have you ever
To make
noticed that pretty much every animated DC Comics movie, including all the animated Justice League movies, are all way better than than many of the live action movies that they keep
yeah
shoving down
because
throats nowadays.
you got to look at it like this, buddy.
Like they obviously have great writers working on the animated movies. If you were gonna be wondering what this door thing is right here is, that's my my new mini fridge that I got for Christmas.
Whoa.
There it is.
Yeah. What I figure is,
Like,
you know,
it's like it's like weird. It's like the move. It's like all the animated DC Comics movies have better better people. That's like they have great people. I mean, better people always working on the animated DC Comics movies, but not the live action ones. Like they obviously had great, fantastic writers on Man of Steel and Batman vs Superman, Dawn of Justice. It's like it's like yeah, it's like yeah, like another thing I would do if I was if I was the new head of DC Films is that I would I would instantly put an end to James Gunn's new cinematic universe that he's currently working on. Yeah. It's like I mean it's true, people. Yeah, it's like Rand, you think I would make a better CEO at DC Films than James Gunn, right? Or even the both of you, or even both of us.
yeah, but it's like I'm not gonna do anything that we don't. Oh, how you doing? How are you doing?
It's
Outlaw
like
heroes,
Warner
outro heroes. How
like
are
Warner
you?
Bros. People
I'm just
like
saying,
me.
assist all the heroes. Yeah. All I'm saying is, hey, man, they're gonna screw up big and shit like that. So you know,
Yeah.
let's let them do it. I mean, dude. But
It's weird. It's like James Gunn needs to realize that he needs to listen to all of us fans and see what we want.
I know.
And it's like instead of ignoring us and like
I
and
know.
instead of ignoring us.
There's always something.
Yeah. It's like yeah. It's like Warner
Uh-huh. It's like Warner Brothers and
It's like James Gunn. What the hell are you even doing?
Chris?
I mean, like you're ignoring us fans, and you're playing you're choosing to completely reboot the entire DC cinematic universe Even though
Yeah.
so many of us fans are want more DC Cinematic Universe, and also you
Hold on, buddy.
you get rid of Henry Cavill
Oh.
after his long-awaited return as Superman.
After you fire the guy, then you want him back. Screw that, man.
You fire, and now you're saying
Hold on.
that you're gonna like really James Gunn. What the hell do you even want? Like it's like you don't even know what you want. It's like you fire Henry Cavill after his long-awaited return as Superman in the end credits of Black Adam. And now they're saying that you want to bring him in as a sort of consultant, and have him help you like perfect the portrayal of Superman when you bring in a new actor as Superman. I mean, James Gunn, you need to realize that all of us fans just want Henry Cavill playing Superman. We don't want some new guy. I mean, we don't want to see some young Superboy version of Superman on the big screen. We want to see a more seasoned Superman, someone who's a Superman who has been Superman for quite a while. You know, like we want to see a Superman like the Kingdom Come Superman. That's what we want to see, and we're pretty much getting that kind of Superman in the form of Henry Cavill. What is wrong with you? It's like, what is wrong with you, James Gunn? I mean, it's like James Gunn needs to wake up and realize that his rebooted cinematic universe he's planning on creating might not be so successful with us fans, because of the fact that many of us just want to see Henry Cavill playing Superman on the big screen instead of some kid playing Superman, or some teenager playing Superman. I mean, it's weird. It's like Warner Bros. Knew exactly what they were doing back then, like a long time ago. Like when it came to live action movies about the characters. I mean, look at the 1989 Batman movie. I mean, the Michael Keaton's portrayal of Bruce Wayne. Okay, I'll be right back, people. As I was saying though, it's like, look at Michael Keaton's portrayal of Bruce Wayne, Batman. It's like he completely nailed the character to the point where his portrayal is very believable and very comic book accurate. Yeah. What are your thoughts on that, Randy?
Hopefully the name on this medication leads
Hello. Hello. I'm back. Well, I'm just saying, Remy uses the chaos. Well, that's cool. That's cool. All right. If you have a speech impediment or not, it doesn't matter. You're a good person, and that's what counts. Okay? Okay. So, I'm just saying, you're a good person. And I know that you have a lot of trouble because of it. You know, being a person that you are, you're a good person, and
Back. Like,
you probably have a lot
it's
of
like it's
problems
weird.
because of it.
It's
So,
like Randy. Don't you think it's funny how DC Comics knew what they were doing when it came to making live action movies about their characters like back then?
like X
But
Men and
no. That's Marvel.
oh, you mean like
DC
live
Comics,
action, like
like
Batman
the night.
and like Batman, Michael Keaton's Batman and
Yeah,
the Joker.
yeah. It's like they knew. Yeah, it's like these weird. It's like they knew what they were doing back then, but have no idea what they're doing now. I mean, Michael Keaton. I mean, it's weird. It's like so many people were not happy when they heard that Michael Keaton was going to be playing Batman back in 1989 because they thought, oh no, not Mr. Mom. But then he
No,
proved everybody wrong
not that
and
dude.
gave an awesome portrayal and was believable as Bruce Wayne.
Uh-huh.
Like like Tim Burton actually revealed that the reason why he chose Michael Keaton is because Michael Keaton is a kind of actor who could where it would seem like believable as a guy who secretly dresses up as a bat at night and fight and beats criminals to a pulp. Like believable as a guy.
Uh-huh.
So he's not, and also the fact that Michael Keaton could do these looks with his eyes that make him seem mysterious. Like remember how? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yep. Like remember how in the Batman in the 1989 Batman movie how in some scenes Michael Keaton would do these things with his eyes and
Hey,
make him look
hey,
mysterious.
Colin,
Yeah.
about our chat bar. Do you see that? You see my
What?
chat bar? Do you see my chat bar?
Oh yeah.
Do you see it?
Let me see.
Do you see my chat bar?
Yeah.
You see what's on it?
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
That's just Blue Toad. Yeah. That's just Blue Toad.
It's like
So
weird.
it's all good.
Warner Bros. It's like weird. It's like it's weird. It's like, but then things, in my opinion, those things started to go downhill with DC Comics and movies when
No.
they made Batman Returns. I mean,
No. I mean,
Batman Returns. Tim Burton actually didn't even want to make Batman Returns. He was forced to.
forced to.
Yeah, it's like you see, Tim Burton didn't want to make a sequel, and Michael Keaton only returned because meant that he would get to work with Tim Burton again. That's it. But the thing is that like Tim Burton only returned on one condition, which was that they gave him full control over the film and let him do what he wanted. And because of this, Batman Returns ended up being a very, very dark superhero movie.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Hey, it all balances out.
And then, but
No.
then when it came time to do Batman Forever, Michael Keaton didn't want to return because the fact that even though Tim Burton was set to return as the director for Batman Returns for Batman Forever, he was completely fired. Warner Bros. Fired him and replaced him with director Joe Schumacher.
What? Why would you replace somebody? Never mind.
Because of they replaced Tim Burton with Joe Schumacher because of how poorly Batman Returns did in theaters, and also when this happened, Tim Burton even wrote a script for Batman Forever, and also because actually there were because of Tim Burton originally being set to direct Batman Forever, there are some scenes in Batman Forever that are dark, like the scenes that show Bruce Wayne as a kid, and there was also a deleted scene that shows Bruce Wayne interacting with a giant, nightmarish-looking bat. That was supposed to be a metaphor for him like embracing the fact that he's Batman and choosing to not quit being Batman in the end of the movie. And but of course, when Joe Schumacher became part of the movie, he changed the tone. He completely changed the whole tone of the Batman movies. Like, man, more kid friendly, more family friendly, more in line with what they did with the '60s Batman TV series that starred Adam West and Burt Ward as Batman and Robin. I mean, if Val Kilmer was actually originally set to return as Batman for Batman and Robin, but he ended up not being able to because he was filming for another movie at the time. Yeah,
no, he was doing Top Gun, wasn't he?
No, that was earlier before Batman and Robin. If you watch that Top Gun, you notice he's young. He looks younger in Top Gun than he does in Batman Forever. And also, he still had his blonde hair in Top Gun. He had his blonde hair. But when you see him in Batman and Robin, and when you see him in Batman Forever, his hair's brown. Yeah, he was the more that he was doing at the time. Well, when he was doing that caused him to not be able to return for Batman and Run was a remake of an old Universal horror movie that was based on a book called The Island of Lost Souls.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and anyway, but the thing is, and so they end up and they brought in to make things worse. They bring in George Clooney as to replace Val Kilmer as Bruce Wayne Batman. And remember, when this was happening, George Clooney was still starring in the show ER.
Mm-hmm.
So like when he was doing Batman and Robin, during the day he would be doing filming for ER, and then at night he would be doing filming for Batman and Robin.
How the hell do you go from being a doctor to Batman?
Well, that's what happened. That's actually what he. Now, it's true though, Ray. Search it. It's actually true. An actual fact.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I mean, he was a great Bruce Wayne, but terrible Batman.
Okay.
Like, of course, his portrayal. The reason why he was a terrible Batman, but a great Bruce Wayne, is because of the fact that they were going for a more Adam West-like portrayal for Batman.
A more campy, like, but you can't duplicate the performance that West gave. I mean, he wanted his Batman to be campy. That's what he wanted.
Yeah, but it's true actually. Because of this, George Clooney says some really corny lines as Batman and Batman and Robin.
Yeah, I'm thinking,
like, you get the ice, I get the ice, man.
Oh, damn.
He's like, you remember that line he says, Batman?
Yeah, he
like,
does the Adam West
remember,
thing. You get the
remember he
ice.
was like, hi, Freeze, I'm Batman.
Hi, Freeze, I'm Batman.
Remember, that was like that's what the first line he says to Mr. Freeze in the movie when he first meets Mr. Freeze. Remember? When he slides down like the tail of a dinosaur of a dinosaur exhibit.
Yeah.
And he's like, hi, Freeze, I'm Batman.
I'm Batman.
I'm like, when I was a kid, I really liked the Val Kilmer Batman and the George Clooney Batman. But the more I got older, the more I started to realize how terrible their versions of the character are.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's weird. It's like the only good thing about that came out of
They only made me like Adam West and Burt Ward even more.
It's weird. It's like,
but as a kid,
like the only good thing that came out of the Batman and Robin movie.
You gotta realize, I grew up with the beginning of Batman, the very beginning, when Batman was in black and white. You know, yeah. I grew up with that. So that to Adam West was a big leap. And from Adam West to this, I don't know what they were doing.
Yeah, also, another thing that really made the Batman Forever and Batman and Robin terrible was the fact that they chose to add nipples to the bat suit and the Robin suit.
Yeah, and the fact that they made, yeah. I'm not going to mention the other stuff because I can get my TV, I can get my channel, like, but the razor type, the razor type card. Yeah, the joint that came out of his belt with the word Batman on it. Yeah, the Bat credit card. Come on. You know, a lot. You know, ever since the showing of that card, that card has been popping up.
Yeah.
No, more and more seriously, dude. I used to work in McDonald's, and I'm gonna tell you. One time we served this customer. I'm not gonna say his name. But dude came out with a Batman credit card to pay for his stuff. And the guys called me up front and was like, hey, Rand, look at this. I'm looking at the credit card. I'm looking at dude. I'm like, are you serious? He's looking at me like, charge it. I'm looking at the cashier like, go ahead and charge it. So we give him this stuff, right? We don't mean to laugh at him, Colin. But damn, man. You pulled up with a Batman credit card paying for your stuff.
And like,
what do you want me to do?
It's like weird. It's like
no, but if you look at it, ever since that movie, those credit cards and more have been popping up. I mean, one lady, I was in a therapy center, And you know how you go to the cafeteria to get your meal?
Yeah.
Woman pulled out a Wonder Woman credit card, put it in the machine. I thought I was going to have a heart attack. I said, "Oh God, no, not another one." The
Don't you think
doctor,
it's funny? Don't you
the
think it's funny
doctor behind me.
how the only good thing that came out of the Batman and Robin movie was the awesome soundtrack.
Yeah, that.
Like we had
Yeah,
including like the song by two songs by Smashing Pumpkins. The end is the beginning is the end, and
yeah,
the beginning is the end is the beginning.
yeah, and "Kiss from a Rose."
Yeah, yeah. No, Kids from a Rose for Batman Forever.
Yeah, but you know that's also on the soundtrack that Prince did. It's on one of the soundtracks that Prince did with because he did a collaboration, and it's on a soundtrack with one of his songs.
Yeah,
And
no,
I'm like,
like
what
everybody knows
the
didn't
hell?
know, but when Kids from a Rose was Kiss from a Rose started out as a very disliked song
Not
before it
everybody
was
liked it.
used
I'm
in
gonna tell you, but when they used it in Batman and Robin,
yeah
all you hear is that
before they
song.
used it in Batman and Forever.
I mean, people was using it for ringtones. All you heard was I was sitting in a thing. I was
It's
sitting in
weird. It's
a
like it's
me and
like
my aunts were sitting in a restaurant, and all we hear is da 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 da. And I look over, right, and dude picked up the phone. Hello. I'm like, damn, people using it for ringtones now.
it's weird. It's like literally like in fact there was actually the song, even though the song was used for the soundtrack of Batman and for Batman Forever, it's not even
Yeah,
used in the actual movie.
I know. Now they use
Yeah,
it for
and
TV.
you see,
Now they use
funny
it in
thing about it
TV
is that
shows like now they use it in TV shows like Bones and what is it? They used it a couple times in the new Knight Rider series.
it's weird. It's weird. It's like you see, it started out as a very disliked song.
Now everybody likes it.
Even the original music video that was created for was disliked, and then
Then
and
they
then
used the
they
scenes from the Batman
next thing
movie,
you know, director Joe Schumacher is looking for a song that he could use for Batman Forever,
and all
and
you hear is
he calls Seal and asks him if he has any songs that he could use for Batman Forever, and Seal is like, "Well, I have this one song, but it's but it's but it's,
it's not really
but it's
well
terrible."
liked. And then
And director Joe Schumacher is like, "We'll use it,"
we'll use
and
it
they go and create a whole music video for it,
around it. And
and
now it's a
it
liked
then
song.
suddenly out of nowhere, the song becomes
Instant
a
hit.
hit out of nowhere, and
Ringtones. Now
and
people use it for ringtones and other
and
stuff.
it even gets it even earns Seal a Grammy.
For Seal.
Yeah, Seal.
I mean,
I'll be right back.
but damn though, man, it was like okay. Thank you.
I just don't want to lower my standards, you know? Oh, why should you? You can't go any lower. Girl, check yourself.
Hello. Hello, Colin.
Yeah, what Renee, hey, Renee, another thing you didn't know about Kiss Morose is the fact that even though it was used for Batman Forever, and that they actually did a whole Batman themed music video for it, it's not actually on the actual soundtrack of the movie.
It should be.
But it's not.
Damn.
It's not. If you actually search I actually searched it before. Literally, it's not even playing in the whole movie. Like,
Yeah, I
it's
just
not even
got
playing in
through.
the movie.
Yeah, I just got through searching it. It's not even played in the movie.
Yeah, literally, no movie. Yeah, cause it wasn't even,
Now,
cause it was a song that was already being played on the radio already, and for
now,
years. And
now people are using it for ringtones and stuff.
because it's weird. It's like Batman and Robin. It's like Batman Forever turned into a huge hit song, even though it started out being a very disliked song.
Yeah, but it's like, I don't know. Now it's like everybody likes the song, and
It's weird. Even Seal knew how that it was a bad song to begin with when
yeah,
when he released it.
yeah. I was gonna say that, when you get your YouTube channel back up and running, we can do this Marvel. We can do this Marvel thing. I mean, like totally themed Marvel, show. Like, cause we both like Marvel. We both like DC. So let's just use it. Take it where take it to its logical conclusion. What do you think?
Yeah,
Because I've heard people talk about how the Marvel Cinematic Universe has went down. Seriously, down.
yeah, because that's
I
because of the
mean,
fact that because of how bad Phase 4 was.
even people on I've even heard watch people on YouTube say that the Marvel Cinematic Universe is going to tank. It's not going to be any good for anybody. I mean, Dwayne.
That's because of how bad Phase 4 was. You see, one of the main reasons why Phase 4 sucked because of the fact that uh that many of the Marvel shows and movies that came after that came out after Thor: Love and Thunder
Yeah,
were influenced by Thor: Love and Thunder,
yeah.
including She-Hulk.
I kind of liked Love and Thunder, but the fact of the matter is, the way she bedazzled that hammer. Oh Lord, what possessed? Oh God.
And also it's like, you see, when when Chris Hemsworth's friend came in and directed Thor Ragnarok, they basically they tried to do something new, different with Thor, like make him more humorous and make the Thor movie, the newer Thor movies more fun and more colorful and more humorous.
Believe Thor as he is. Thor.
And it was weird, dude. Thor. It's weird. It's like if you watch Thor Ragnarok and Thor: Love and Thunder, you notice that they seem a little bit like the Flash Gordon movie.
Yeah. With Flash,
It's like even Chris Hemsworth, like Thor himself, Chris Hemsworth, thinks that like Chris Hemsworth revealed not long ago that he that from now on he doesn't want to work with any director, any directors who who like to change a lot of things.
yeah.
So like that he basically sees now that even though it started out as a good thing bringing in his friend to direct Thor, Love and Thor Ragnarok, and Thor Love and Thunder, and also play Korg in the Marvel Cinematic Universe was, it started out as a good idea, good thing. It didn't work out as planned.
Yeah. What really got me was the fact that even though people say that the Marvel Cinematic Universe has taken a big hit and is really going down, and people are starting to desert the Marvel Cinematic Universe by droves.
But the thing is,
I
though,
mean,
those people have basically forgotten the fact that Deadpool is coming to the MCU, and that we're also going to be getting Hugh Jackman returning as Wolverine for Deadpool 3.
yeah, he's gonna be old Logan, right?
Nope.
Or just Wolverine?
No, they're not. No, they revealed that Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman revealed that they're not going to be messing with
Wolverine.
that they're not going to be using the version of the character that we saw in Logan, because that version of that Wolverine died.
Oh.
Yeah, remember you and I discussed it before. Remember I told you I personally think that they're going to be going with the version of Wolverine that we saw in X-Men: Days of Future Past.
Yeah. I kind of like that. I like that Wolverine, but the way I see it, and I agree with the guy who said Marvel Cinematic Universe is going to fucking tank because they're doing different things with the heroes and they're not reading up on the source material. They're not going by the source material. They're basically ignoring the comic and just going with what they want to do.
But guess
I mean,
what,
even,
though? But remember, but apparently now they're saying that we might be seeing more of Hugh Jackman as Wolverine in the MCU even after Deadpool 3.
what?
Yeah, before they bring in a new actor as Wolverine for the MCU. Yeah, but right now it's just a rumor. But if this rumor turned out to be true, I think it's
I
good.
don't know.
It would be awesome.
Yeah, but it's all good.
Hugh Jackman. But it's funny how. It's funny. Hugh Jackman didn't start reading the Marvel comic, the X-Men comic books until it came time for him to do X-Men 2. Yeah, he didn't because after he when it came time to do X-Men 2, that's when he started to bulk up for the role of Wolverine, and also when he started to actually read the X-Men comic books, so he could perfect his portrayal of the character.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a good thing he started doing that because of that, his Wolverine ended up becoming very, very comic book accurate. After that.
Yeah.
And the thing is, he's basically he's one of those actors who were born to who was born to play a specific superhero.
Mm-hmm.
Look at Robert Downey Jr. Basically born to play Tony Stark.
Iron Man.
Yeah, Henry Cavill, fantastic Superman.
and also fantastic Clark Kent.
Yeah.
Um,
But then you forget about actors like Tyler Hoechlin,
yeah,
who
he's a
plays
great
an
He's a
who
great
plays
TV
an
Superman.
who plays an excellent Clark Kent and an excellent TV Superman.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, his Clark Kent Superman, is mostly based on the Christopher Reeve Superman and the Dean Cain Superman from Lois and Clark: The New Adventures of Superman.
Yeah.
And which is why his Clark Kent is clumsy at times.
Yeah.
Like, remember when we saw his first appearance as Superman and Supergirl?
Yeah.
Remember when he was clumsy as Clark Kent?
Yeah, he came out of the elevator clumsy.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, Henry Cavill is basically the best modern movie version of Superman that we've gotten.
Yeah.
So it's like he's the Superman that we need for, like, this era, because, like,
for the younger people,
just like, and he looks so much like the Alex Ross version of Superman. Yeah, if you look at his face side by side with the Alex Ross Superman, you'll notice many, and I mean many, similarities in their facial features.
Yeah, I know that.
Even when they frown, literally every time Henry Cavill frowns, he literally looks just like the Alex Ross Superman.
Word. But what I'm saying is, a lot of people, who are fans of DC, they don't like how Henry Cavill was done. You fired me, but you want me to come back as a consultant on my own character. No. That's a slap in the face.
Yeah, no. The thing is, like, and what's funny is, when he was doing when he first played Superman, he actually revealed something funny. When they were filming the scenes where he was not wearing a shirt, and he had like a hairy chest, many DC Comics fans were like, wait, a hairy Superman? And he was like, read a comic book. In the Death of Superman, he had a hairy chest. Yeah, like, even Henry Cavill knew that. Even Henry Cavill knows what he's doing when it comes to playing a character. It's like he's just too good for DC DC films. Like they don't deserve it.
Hugh Jackman recently spoke up about this while he was doing an interview with the Empire Film Podcast. Now, just for a little bit of backstory, Hugh Jackman, after Logan, and haven't seen it yet, but after Logan, after the death of Green and the death of Professor Xavier, both Hugh Jackman and Patrick Stewart said that they were done with their characters once and for all. That was their final goodbye, and that no matter what happened, they wouldn't want to.
Because it's going over.
Then it's like those
videos.
Henry Cavill is basically too good for DC films and Warner Bros. Like, they don't deserve him anymore. Like, Warner Bros. And they keep screwing up when it comes to making comic book movies for DC Comics. Even the people at DC Comics have actually
a few times expressed even the people who work at DC Comics and actually work on the comic books have expressed a few times their dislike for what Warner Bros. Has done with many of the characters. I remember seeing a few memes. I remember seeing a few memes of this too. Like I saw this Office meme. Like, you know that show The Office, right? I saw this. There was this meme about the whole, the fact that people who work at DC Comics, like, have
I know.
shown their